What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Dima, SWV Music. So guys, we know what the ruling was, and that ruling is Tory Lanez is guilty on all 3 counts. Guys, want to go there for particulars, you can. We all know what happened. I'm not here to give you that rundown. But Brother SPK sent me this Shade Room article where it says Los Angeles DA George Gaskin released a statement following Tory Lanez's verdict. And then that is really what I want to do, because for a lot of black men out there who are not as rich as Tory Lanez, you need to really understand what you're up against and what's going on in the society. Okay, so Dima, take music. I want to start by highlighting the brave of Megan Pete. You showed incredible courage and vulnerability with your testimony, despite repeated and grotesque attacks that you did not deserve. You faced unjust and despicable scrutiny that no woman should ever face, and you have been an inspiration to others across LA County and the nation. Women, especially black women, stop the show. Women, especially black women, are afraid to report crimes like assault and sexual violence because they are too often not believed. This trial, for the second time this month, highlighted the numerous ways that our society must do better for women. I'd also like to thank the jurors for their time and thoughtful deliberation, and our trial team for their tireless pursuit of the truth. You spent countless hours away from your families during the holiday season preparing this case and finding justice for Miss Pete. Your sacrifice is appreciated. So I guess Megan Thee Stallion's name is Megan Pete. So with that being said, a lot of black men need to understand what's happening now, what's going to happen in the future. And for those of you who don't have the machine behind you, you're going to need to play defense. Because anytime now, and think about what Tory had a great case. Tory's rich. Tory has money. If black women, whether it's true, and if it's true, then you do need to go to jail. What if it's not true? And some woman leverages attacks against you that you did something. And we've seen many cases of women not telling the truth. We've seen it with Chris Brown earlier this year, Trey Songz, people just coming up saying things. Usher, we've seen that. And ladies lying and not being believed because some of them are not telling the truth. But now you have people in LA County, prosecutors, they're on the side of black women and they want to get convictions. It doesn't even matter if it's true in certain cases, in my honest opinion. I could be wrong. And this is why black men can't make the mistake Tory Lanez did. Now, Tory Lanez, he's found guilty of all charges. Whether he shot the gun or not, I'm not sure. But I could tell you what he's guilty of: being around the wrong people. Okay? Meg Thee Stallion, for a lot of brothers, we're going to be real, might be a nice person, might be a great artist for certain people. But if I had a son, she's not the kind of young lady I want my son to be around. She doesn't have, the father was never there in her life. She is, I listen to what she raps about. We all get the picture, okay? But here's the situation. A lot of brothers will look at somebody like Meg Thee Stallion, and then you want to relegate her to somebody. Well, you know what? This is somebody I can just smash because she's thick or she looks good, and I like how the behind looks and all that. I mean, I've made jokes about how thick she is here, right? But what you don't understand is just because you don't want to marry somebody and you're smashing them, don't mean that something bad can't happen. And that particular person can come on and deny it, start crying, saying that they never had anything to do with you, and all of a sudden you're a villain. But you can't put yourself there. Black men have to start requiring better for themselves. And just because a woman will give you sex, that don't mean that you need to take it. It doesn't mean that you need to be around that particular person. It doesn't mean that, right? Because what you're going to do is mess your life up just by being in the wrong crowd. And the wrong crowd is not just being around Pookies and Ray Ray guys. I done been in situations where it was one time, I won't mention the name. I was supposed to go out with my homeboys one night in Sacramento, and one of my guys went to Bobby T's. And those of you remember about Bobby T's, It's kind of past Oak Park, somewhere in that area. And that night, you know, some of the friends I used to hang out with, they would like to just, you know, play stupid games like tap a girl on her behind or something like that, right? And so when the girl turns around, she thinks that you did it, and they would play stupid games like that. So that happened that night, and then what my friends didn't know was that her cousin was there, so he confronted the guys. Then they waited. When they got outside, and my friends got scared. They called somebody. That person came through shooting. That person ended up dying. That individual ended up doing like 15 years in prison. And he wasn't even the shooter, but the person that he called to shoot got away. But just being around the wrong crowd, what if I was there? You know? Then let's say, for example, oh, that dude was with them that night, and they see me somewhere in the Art Fair Mall or see me somewhere with some people. Then they want to get back on me because they think I'm affiliated with this guy. That's what it is. Being involved with the wrong people, but a lot of times you're involved with the wrong ladies. You shouldn't even be there. If you wasn't there, you wouldn't even know her. That's why having standards is so good. You gotta, it takes discipline. Yeah, I know that she's thick. I know you can just have her if you want, but why have her when you can have somebody else? Have some discipline about yourself. You know it's not going to really turn into something like that in the first place. And all it's going to do is you're going to be there, you know, in a bad situation for somebody that, you know, and then you're going to find out like she smashed other dudes. Your life is destroyed. Like so many black men in jail. Your life is messed up. You're off terrible. All of that is going to happen. And you're going to be the one messed up. You're going to be the one having a problem. Okay? It's going to be you. And they're not going to be able to say anything. That's the problem. Then you're going to be upset. You're going to be mad. Why are you going to be mad? Because now you dealing with that lady wasn't even worth it. Wasn't even worth smashing. Wasn't even worth hitting it. Wasn't even worth all the problem. Now you in jail. Your life is messed up. Or now you done went broke. Your life is messed up. Or now you done messed around and got something and your life is messed up. And she going to continue on going about her life. And let me tell you right now, man, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing even on social media with dudes even calling women the bad names, like some of the academics things you've seen. I talked about it with the Joe Budden thing, even responding to Vivica A. Fox. They're going to start shutting that down, man. They're going to start shutting that down. So women are going to be more emboldened now after this decision. So if black men don't really start, I'm telling you, organizing with each other, start to really invest in each other's talent, start to really look at your brother as a friend. And obviously, you know, we have good black women out there. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that are going to try to use this against you. You know, listen, you're going to hear a lot more things occurring, guys, because, you know, LA is going to be getting behind black women. Atlanta, Memphis, because they're a voting block. And if you don't have no money behind you, if you don't have no network behind you, ain't nobody going to believe. And the thing about it is they can accuse you of that, and you can be found not guilty, and then nothing happens to them. Nothing will happen to them. So you guys got to be serious about what's going on in the world today. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. I'm out.